First of all, are you enjoying your time in Poland this time around?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You once wrote that your best spell in your career came at a time when your relationship wasn't, or I mean, stuff in your relationship wasn't going that well.
Right.
So I thought if you're not having the best of spells right now, then you must be, everything must be great as well.
Well, I suppose, yeah. I mean, maybe.
Might work that way.
Maybe I need to have a disaster, and then hopefully I'll play better squad. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't always work like that. I think it's very good if you're happy in your life away from the game. I think, or not necessarily happy, but just at ease with what so that you're able to train. But then again, when it's been very difficult and I was depressed, and I played really well. So I mean, who knows? Who knows? You can.
I mean, it was a question of, I think you wrote, having something else to think about, basically, than the bad stuff.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's the key. You have to have something away from the game that you can put your energy into as well. I think that's, for me, that's always been a big thing, I think.
Okay.
James Willstrop from Svobodu is receiving best of 5 games. Bravo!
Are you satisfied, not satisfied with your game right now?
Yeah, I mean,
results?
Well, the results are good. I mean, I'm sixth in the world. They're not bad.
Yeah, but the French league last week. I mean, don't want to be rude, but losing with Simon Rosner doesn't happen to you in the PSA.
Well, I mean, that's quite rude because Simon Rosner is a very good player.
I respect him.
And you've got to understand that the lines are very fine. So
obviously,
Simon, for the person in the crowd, they don't really understand that 12 in the world isn't that different to 6, and 24 in the world isn't that different to 6, and so on and so on. I mean, people don't understand quite how strong the squash players at the top of the world are, and you have to give him credit. We've had some very tough matches in big events. So
didn't want to take anything away.
No. But I know what people expect, and that's fair enough. But it's like I'm going on court tonight thinking I can beat Gregory Gaultier.
Yeah, I guess.
But then everyone thinks he should beat me because he's world number 1. He should win. But I'm not going on court thinking he should win. I'm thinking I've got as good a chance as he has. Simon will go on court with me and think he's got as good a chance as I have of winning. So people do need to understand that squash is tough at the top, and there are very fine lines between the rankings. Rankings don't really tell a lot for me. I have a lot of respect for Simon, so when I walk on court with him, I know that it's level, and I have to give it everything I have. So stop being rude.
Sorry, Simon. I have to send that video to him. Results are one thing, and performances and the feeling you have about your game.
Yeah, I mean, as a player, top player, you have to I think about how you're playing, and if the play is good, then hopefully the results come. If you get too wound up with results, it can be quite unhealthy and quite cloying. So I try and think about, if I'm playing well, I'm happy. If I'm still losing, well, I can't do anything about that. I just need to keep trying and keep plugging away, and hopefully I'll get the wins. But as long as I'm playing well, that's what
I've heard Eddie Charlton tell one Polish player today that if you give your best, then the result doesn't really matter. So maybe that's a good approach as well.
True, great approach. Yeah, I mean, that's really, in the end, that's all you need to do, isn't it? You're not going to play well every time. You're not going to win every time. You have to just, for the kids watching, and they have to. You do your best in whatever you do in your life, don't you? And that's what I hope I can do. And if it's not good enough, it's not good enough. And that's it, really.
Right.
Good up. 3-1, right box, please.
Commonwealth Games
Yeah.
is coming up.
Yeah.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
something like that. Feeling good
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
chances and
It's
preparation.
it's very exciting. Not for the Poles, obviously, because they probably don't know what it even is,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't know what it is. But it's very big for us, so we're very excited. I think we get a lot of media attention from it.
Yeah, it's Glasgow this year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Glasgow. It's just close to our home, so so it's very, very exciting, and yeah, hopefully we'll get squash on the radar a little bit more, and people in Timbuktu might start watching or getting interested.
But you also had a training session with Alaki Junior. How did that go?
Yeah.
Do you do training at all? I mean, do you have your
Coaching?
Coaching? Sorry.
No, I'm not really a coach. I'm really quite a bad coach, really. Probably
Okay.
not having done it very much. Coaches are very different to players, but obviously when I'm here, it's very good to get on the court with the kids who are very enthusiastic here. They've been lovely kids, and it's not a country that's been known for its squash over the years. So much of the draw of coming here is to come and see the place and try and lift as well. Keep lifting. You can see the enthusiasm, and it's clearly translating to the kids, and they're great kids, and I hope that they can really enjoy their squash and improve, and we might see some good Polish teams soon. Looking at them, I hope so, because it'll be a new country for squash to celebrate. We need a new spot on the map. Yeah, exactly.
So you're a bit of a man on a mission here as well. I mean, trying to raise the profile, not just on
I mean, I've had so much out of squash, so to come here or to come to a place like this and see a whole new community enjoying it, and it's the sport that I love, and I've grown up playing, and I've had a lot of very, very happy times out of the game. So I try to. It's really good if I could give back to that and just pass something on, and if the child can get something out of coming on court for 5 minutes with you, then that's I really love that I can do that. So it's good to meet people and get on with the kids here.
Are you? I mean, because I guess you can walk around Krakow and it's not like on every corner people ask you for a photograph.
No,
it is. It is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, outside of the sports club as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a major celebrity here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, that's how do you? Because I mean, that has to be a bit different. I mean, because squash players obviously, it's not the same as the tennis players or footballers.
No. Thankfully, in many ways. Yeah, in many ways, because I'm very quiet, and it's difficult to. Large crowds are very frightening for somebody like me who's very shy and retiring.
Wow.
But
you do need a double life almost, because when you come to a squash venue, it's like everyone suddenly knows you, and you're the celebrity.
And the luxury of it is that you can go outside and then be nobody, which is it's quite a nice balance. Well, I think it's nice to have privacy, isn't it?
Obviously.
I think it would be good if squash players were a bit more well known, because they're good sports, they're great sportsmen, and should be held in much higher esteem than they are.
Right.
But then again, would I want to be as famous as the tennis equivalent, like Andy Murray? I don't know. Fame is a difficult thing, isn't it? But it would be. It's quite a nice balance with squash, because you do get a nice response when you come into a squash arena, and people do like to see you, and that's lovely. But it is also good to be able to walk on the street. And maybe a bit more attention would be good for squash, I think. And certain players would probably be better than me at coping with that. I definitely, on the whole, I would love to see squash giving its players a bit more attention, a bit more fame, perhaps.
Okay. Are you planning coming back to, I don't know, Krakow?
Well, if someone invites,
championships?
Yeah, if somebody invites me, I'll come. I'll be happy to come here because I've loved coming here, and I think it's a very attractive city. We walked around it,
yeah,
and that's why I want another reason for coming back. And I was grateful to Maciek for inviting me, really, and asking me to play for his team. I'm very pleased to come here and play, and like you said, if it helps the sport as well, that's a good thing. So it's been a good trip, and I'd love to. Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely think about coming back here.
And are you planning on writing another book? Because it wasn't, exactly an autobiography. I mean, it had a certain time period which you described in detail with some flashbacks.
Yeah.
So we could do probably one each year. It might be an idea.
Yeah, each year perhaps. Yeah.
I don't know if you can, find the time somewhere with, all that you have going on right now.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I mean, I would love to write another book, and I've got certain ideas, and I'm partway through some ideas and doing some things, but it is hard. I mean, I'm trying to concentrate on playing, but I'll keep ticking away, and I like to keep writing, so maybe I can gather enough to make another awful book.
The first one wasn't that bad.
No, I agree.
I like
it's
it.
readable.
Yeah, it is.
Just.
So I hope that the next one is at least as readable as that one was. Okay?
Well, I'll try.
Game match to Kahuna. In games 11-9, 11-4, 11-5.
Ale teraz brawa dla naszych wspaniałych zawodników gwiazdy żużlowego squasha, to na naszym szklanym korcie i Gaultier.
And what I was positively surprised about was how positive, how passionate you both still are about sport. It's for a thing that you, had in your life for years, day in, day out. It seemed at least that you still, even discussing, a casual game you just saw, that there was a lot of passion in it, I thought.
Yeah, well, I think we both.
You're still not bored, I mean.
No. I mean, no, not at all. I love the game, man. There's a deep love for the game that I have, and I've always loved squash. So yeah, it's still there. You get tired, but I mean,
yeah, you had your moments.
Everyone gets tired doing whatever they do. I mean, if you work in the same place every day, then you get tired from that. If you play tennis too much, you get tired from that. I mean, but that's all it is. You just need a quick refresher or a week off, and then you never lose. I don't lose the love for it. I'm still very passionate, and I love squash events and love playing squash. I'm really grateful to be able to do that.
I hope that doesn't change.
I hope not.
Soon.